Hi, Original Soul. Welcome in to this reading around the new moons in Virgo and full moon in Pisces. So yesterday, today, we have a new moon in Virgo at 0 degrees, which is sort of encompassing all the Virgo energy, all the possibilities of Virgo. And then at the end of Virgo season, there's another new moon at 29 degrees, which is the very last degree of Virgo. And in between there, we've got a full moon in Pisces. So I thought we'd do a reading to see what wants to come out. It's also eclipse season. I don't know if you can hear the bells ringing as well. So we'll see what sort of energy wants to come out in this reading, if it's anything different than what came out during the Virgo season reading. Got an eclipse card here at the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to shuffle up this Black Moon Astrology deck. We'll get a card out of here. I may or may not read from the book, and then we'll add some tarot to it and see what is up. Hope you're doing well. Where I'm at, it's been super cloudy all day, and just now the sun wanted to pop out and shine. All right, let's see what we get out of this Black Moon Astrology deck. Oh, a couple cards here. All right, Neptune Sacrifice. This card has come out quite a bit when I've used this this deck. Pisces is associated with Neptune. Neptune is the planet for Pisces. So we've got this Pisces energy out right here. And that can be a really ethereal energy, sort of in those in-between spaces. Again, the term on this card, it does say sacrifice. So maybe there's something that you've been sacrificing or feel like you've had to sacrifice. And then we've got North Node, Life's Purpose, number 41. North Node is sort of where your soul wants you to go in life. South Node is what you're familiar with, or sort of your comfort zone. Maybe even what you embodied in a past life. So North Node is where you want to go. It might be out of your comfort zone. It may not feel like familiar energy. It may feel like a fish out of water. Let's see, North Node right now is in Pisces. South Node is in Virgo. So we've got that energy coming out with both these cards. Do you know where your North Node and South Node are in your specific birth chart? I'm actually a North Node in Virgo, so I'm the opposite of where they're at right now. And then we've got number 47, Grand Cross Provoker. All right, so take a look at those cards. Let's see here. We'll add some tarot with it. At the bottom of the deck, we've got Leo energy, which we just got out of Leo season like a day or so ago when I'm recording this. I will. All right, so this really feels like strong energy. Like there's something that you're intent on doing. Maybe you have been a little bit stuck in your comfort zone. South Node energy, you've been sacrificing your wants, needs, desires, right? But it's time to go towards your life's purpose. This may even be, the energy may be provoking you to do something different, do something new, shake things up. Or maybe what you're doing is provoking some other people. All right, so let's get an idea here with a little more information from tarot. Let's add a couple tarot cards to each of these and see what shows up here. All right, so we'll get some out with Neptune. Oh, sacrifice. All right, so Two of Wands, Dominion. Maybe there's something that has had a little bit of control. Maybe you've been controlling. But this could be something that you feel like has been controlling you, or that you sacrificed a lot for, whether this is another person. This could even be sacrificing yourself due to addictions or even indecision potentially. All right, so Dominion, Two of Wands, and that's definitely taking more fiery action, making decisions for yourself. Let's see what else wants to come out with this. Oh, quite a few there. All right, Prince of Swords, the Empress, Princess of Wands, and the Hanged Man. All right, let's see here. You know, maybe you've been sacrificing a lot for your family or even your children. Maybe you've got 2 kids or more. This could also be for other people, but yeah, with the Prince of Swords, Empress, and Princess of Wands, just the way these came out, right, there's sort of the Empress sort of stuck in the middle of these 2 other energies. You know, Prince and Princess, a little bit more youthful. They could even be a little bit immature, or, you know, younger children up to maybe teenage years. Or again, this could be siblings and your family. So something to do with possibly a mother and children in whatever capacity that makes sense to you. So have you been sacrificing something for a few people in your lives? You know, anyone that's a parent, you know, there are things that you do end up needing to sacrifice for your children. You know, sometimes you have to put things on the back burner or on hold, which is coming out here with this Hanged Man energy. But not letting that totally control you, right? Even if you do have family to take care of, whether that's kids or maybe it's your mother and you're doing that with a sibling or something like that, or making choices, you know, even to make other people happy. Like maybe you make choices, you know, so your mom is pleased with what you're doing, or, you know, something like that. But that could have you feeling stuck, could have you feeling like other people are controlling your life. And again, even if you have to take care of other people, that doesn't mean that you should not take time to take care of yourself and go after what fulfills you as well. Because the more fulfilled you are, the more you can help fulfill other people and encourage other people, even setting that good example, you know, that being your own person and making your own choices and going after the things that you want is important. Okay, so that's coming out with sacrifice. Let's see here, and we've got a beautiful pink, I don't know if this is a pink swan or some sort of pink bird. Strawberries. Yeah, this could have to do even with maybe how you've chosen things in love. Maybe, you know, you're keeping things at bay to protect yourself a little bit, or again, to keep someone else happy. Some sort of mother energy possibly in your world. Maybe you've set aside your creativity and not explored some things that would make you happy. Okay, so let's move on to North Node, Life's Purpose. Oh, it wants to flip right away. Number 41 on this card, which, you know, boils down to a 5, which is about change. So maybe it is time to make a change or make a shift. We've got the 10 here, which is the end of a cycle, and it's time to start something new. So maybe it's time to end all of this sacrifice and commit more to your will and what you need and what you want. Yeah, let's see here. 3 of Pentacles is what flipped out right away with North Node. And it says works on the bottom of this card. So again, this could have to do with your passion. It doesn't necessarily have to be what you do for your job right now, although maybe your career is also part of your life purpose. Right? It's nice if those can match up. But this is something that, you know, you may have to put in some effort for and work at. you know, heading towards your North Node is not going to always feel natural and easy, even though, you know, it is an energy that your soul wants you to go to. Your soul wants you to experience for the purpose of growth, fulfillment, and happiness. Yeah, and once you do that, Six of Pentacles, success. All right, so 2 Pentacles cards on here. This is about how you're spending your time, your energy, and your resources, right? I just did a lot of talking about that sacrifice and being stuck and maybe making decisions and choices only based on what other people need or what other people feel like you should be doing. But this is now moving out of that, ending that cycle, changing it up a little bit, putting in some time and effort into something different, something new, something that you do feel an inspiration or a call to. And again, that is going to bring success, happiness. It'll make you also feel more aligned. You know, if you've been kind of swimming in this sort of either indecisive or just not quite feeling like things are right, or you're not quite on the right path, right? That might be because you haven't been. You haven't been putting the effort towards the things that your soul wants you to go towards. All right, so once you do that and put in that work, right, success, alignment with your energy, and then you start to see that alignment come into your physical world and your physical space as well. All right, so moving towards your North Node. All right, let's see what comes out here with this Grand Cross Provoker. An 11, it breaks down to on this card, which is a master number. So that can be a master teacher or leader, right? Taking charge, taking action towards what you need and what makes sense. Yeah, 10 of Cups. Look at all those cups just shining. You know, they almost look like they're filling up with light, and how when one cup lights up, it's lighting up the other cups and sort of reflecting all of that down, like I was just talking about with alignment. So this is definitely moving towards what fills you up. What does it say? Satiety on this card. So satiating yourself, right? Following your desires and passions to find emotional fulfillment. All right, let's see if we get another card or two out with this one. All right, but worry is coming out here. 5 of Pentacles. All right, you might be worried that what you want is going to upset somebody else, is going to provoke somebody else. All right, but that really is their own trigger to work with and to work through. And again, that goes back to always making decisions for others and other people. All right, so not that you should never worry about anybody else, but first and foremost, you have to start moving in a way that feels authentic and good for you, for your alignment, for your health and well-being as well. Right? If you keep yourself stuck and small, and you might be living a life that you don't even really want, or maybe just parts of it don't quite fit and align for you, right? You can start to see that even with physical symptoms or ailments, whether that's literally in your physical body or just in your mindset and your mood. Things can start to get more negative. You can start to bring in more anxiety and concern and kind of fear, preventing you from moving on and moving forward. Right, but Ace of Cups is at the bottom of the deck, so there's definitely some sort of new opportunity, something new and heartfelt. Whether this is your passion in life, maybe this has to do with another person and that starts leading you down a new path, whether this is a love relationship that opens things up or just some sort of partnership, you know, that starts to open things up as well. Or again, alignment with yourself. See what these are. Yeah, Lovers at the bottom of the deck. So like I was just saying, this is ultimate alignment and union. This could all be internal, especially if you've been focused so much on external, other people, like we've been talking about in this reading. So really aligning with what you need and what you want, or like I just mentioned, maybe there is some sort of new offer or opportunity to unite with another person or join forces, right? And kind of teamwork as you move forward, right? And that might sort of push you towards your purpose, or again, just open new doors that you hadn't really seen before. Yeah, we've got the Star, Seven of Swords, and Ace of Discs. All right, so the Star card, this is about healing. This also could be about putting yourself out there in a new way, like literally being a star. This is being willing to transmute your feelings, even share your feelings. Just thinking about this being the Aquarius card, you know, the water bearer, and you can see on the star she is pouring out, you know, water. This looks a lot like crystals as well, so maybe you do work with crystals. Maybe you get inspiration at nighttime as well. But yeah, starting to move away from worry and move towards your 10 of Cups is really going to bring in alignment and healing for you. Absolutely. Right, with Seven of Swords, it says futility on the bottom of this card. And this is possibly about where you've deceived yourself, where you've kind of wasted some of your intellect or your time and energy. Right? Maybe you've been pouring that and sacrificing into a situation, and that just feels futile. Like it's been a waste of your time, or things never seem to shift or change. You know, it's never your turn, that sort of thing. So definitely taking a new opportunity, whatever this might be. We saw the Ace of Cups, and now we've got the Ace of Pentacles here. So a new opportunity with your purpose, possibly a new opportunity in career, could potentially be a new opportunity in love with the Lovers here at the bottom of this deck. All right, so Pisces energy showing up strong in this reading. Also, right, we do have a decent amount of Earth energy for Virgo as well. Got 3, 5, and 6 of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles. Right, the Empress is also really grounded. All right, so definitely this reading is urging you to move towards your North Node, to start making that effort and making that work. Not worrying about how this might provoke other people, but maybe letting that feeling of futility and that feeling of sacrifice and maybe being sick of being in that energy provoke you to move forward and to make some changes, to do something different, so you can find this unity. You can find alignment and happiness. Okay, so that is this reading around the new moons, the Pisces full moon. Maybe we'll do a check-in here when we get towards that second new moon at the end of Virgo season. So 2 new moons this month. And again, it is eclipse season as well. So it can be really powerful energy for you, but something definitely wants to propel you forward, move you forward, shift things so you can become in more alignment for yourself and with your soul. All right, so that is what we've got for this reading. I want to thank you again for being here. And until next time, peace.